Sometimes I just get lost up in my thoughts and take control of me.
All right, welcome back to another episode on Back on Grove Street podcast. We got a very special guest in the building, man. I've been trying to get him in the building a long time. Busy man, but what I can say about the artistry is that he's making some different music, bringing a different sound to Jersey that we have not heard yet. We have HellBxi in the fucking building, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for him.
HellBxi in the building.
Let's go. All right, man. So I just want to get into the first question I want to get into is really how'd you get your name? You know what I mean? Where did the origin of the name HellBxi come from?
I guess HellBxi really came from just me going dumb on the beat. You feel me? Like it just literally. I told my mom that, and she was like, not in an evil way, but she was like, if I'm HellBxi, then she the devil type shit. So it's like, I don't know, just that and just me going dumb on the beat. You feel me? I cause havoc on the beat type shit. That's what how I explain it and shit.
I feel that. I feel that. Word. How did you get into rap?
I always been into music. Cause of my dad. My dad, he plays in the Wailers. Well, he played in the Wailers. You know, Bob Marley and the Wailers.
Shout out Bob Marley for sure.
Yeah, for sure. But rapping started, I want to say, like middle school. I don't know, I moved to Florida, it was real fresh, so it was just like, I don't know, I just tried it out and I loved it and never stopped.
That's a bet. That's a bet. What made you start rapping to begin with?
I think just the love of music, the passion of music. I always wanted to do something with music, so I fell in love with writing rhymes, for real.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could you give us a little bit of information about who that is?
Like what?
Oh, you fell in love with writing rhymes.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you said you fell in love with writing rhymes. I was like, wait, who is that Lil Wayne's brother or some shit?
Writing rhymes, you feel me?
Word, facts. Okay, all right, respect. All right, who is some of your biggest influences in the game right now that influence you to spit the shit that you write?
I always think about this question. I want to say who really started to get me there, it was definitely X and Juice WRLD, a little bit of Trippie Redd, but right now, a lot of my inspiration is coming from G Herbo. You feel me? Like G Herbo just come crazy. That's kind of my mentality, you know, so definitely probably them 3, 4 type shit.
Word, okay.
Type shit.
How would you describe your style of rap? Like, you know what I mean?
I would say like a Florida G Herbo. You feel me?
Word.
Yeah. A Florida G Herbo.
Would you give it anywhere on the lines of like a drill style, or would you say that it's more of a pop or rap? What genre could you put your music in?
I feel like I'm really versatile. I know I'm really versatile. So, but I usually make like really chill music, melodic music that you can really just listen to and vibe to it, smoking weed type shit. So, I don't know. I don't really classify my music as anything. You feel me?
Okay. Can't really put you in a box.
Yeah, in a box.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I'm so versatile. You know.
Facts.
Literally.
That's a big fact.
Yeah.
So we heard that you are from Florida, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Could you tell us a little about what it was like growing up in Florida?
Oh my God, it's crazy, bro. Oh my God. Between people, the environment, it's way different from up north. You know, Jersey and shit. Like, I don't know. Like it's the sun, the atmosphere, the water. And then it's like the people real slimy, you know, but that's really everywhere. So it's like Florida, the first place to really get me to adapt who I am today. Like Florida really molded me into that person type shit. It's real cutthroat. I ain't gonna lie, it was real cutthroat, but I survived.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Shout out Florida, yo.
Yeah.
Shout out Florida.
Shout out my boy. You feel me? Shout out Glow Boy Zay, you feel me, Lil Dre, all that low. Free my nigga out the pen, for real.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. Free everybody behind the wall, for sure. What's the story that you can tell us? If you could pick a song that you'd say is circulating the most that you got out right now, what's the story behind that particular song?
Okay, so I'd probably say Party on the Block. It's, Party in the USA?
Mm-hmm.
basically that. But I dropped it like 2 summers ago. So when I dropped it, it was like the whole hood went crazy. Like it was really the summer jam type shit.
Right.
But it was just, I don't even know how it came about. It just, every time I hear a beat, I just start writing to it. And I think somebody had found the beat, somebody had found the beat, so it just made me go harder and just want to keep the beat and made a song to it. And I just did that.
Okay. I felt that. What's the hardest thing that you would say when you decided to pick up rap as that was going to be a career? What's the hardest thing about being a rapper? What's some of the cons that come with being a rapper? You know what I mean? That you would say that you experience.
I feel like getting judged, you know, like being this is my first interview. A lot of people don't really know me, so I get judged really easily, you know, probably by the music that I drop or something. But it's like all that shit is art and history and what I've been through. So it's like, I feel like you should just give me a chance before you judge me on my music. Actually listen.
Yeah, for sure. What would you say is the easiest thing about being an artist? Some of the pros of this shit, you know what I mean? That come with being a rapper.
Growing up musically, listening to Bob Marley, playing drums, I'm really talented, you know, so music just came easily. No matter what it was, it just come easy. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
What's a message that you expect people to take away from your music? Like when you write these rhymes and you spitting this stuff, what do you want people to take away from any song that you put out?
Really, like, you can make it out of any situation. If you put your mind to it, you will make it out any situation. Like, if you just stop sitting on your ass, get up and make something happen, you will make it out of any situation. And I feel like my music really says that for me, you know? Yeah.
Respectfully.
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself 5 or 10 years in the game, 20 years in the game, 30 years in the game? Where do you want to be compared to the legends that we already have out here?
Alive.
For sure.
Well, you feel me? Being able to talk about the game, knowing that I done been through it. You feel me? Because I'm really starting out. I done been rapping for 5 years, so it's a lot that I know, but it ain't a lot that I know. And it ain't a lot about the game that I know, but it's a lot that I know. So it's like, yeah, I just hope to survive, maintain, stay well, have a constant fan base. Even if it's not the biggest in the world, just have a constant fan base who fuck with my music heavy and who fuck with me as a person heavy.
Word. Facts. Yeah, I definitely agree.
Yeah.
What are some of the goals that you want to reach while in your career? Is it getting a Grammy for an album? Is it any of those things? You want to be on the BET Awards? Anything specifically as a goal that you want to accomplish while in your music career?
I used to want a Grammy, but I think I'd rather just go platinum. Even if it's gold, you feel me, somewhere along that line, so I can really have something to look at and really appreciate. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
What's some advice that you can give an up-and-coming artist about, what comes with being in the industry and just working on music?
You're going to get discouraged. I still get discouraged, but it's like, you got to keep writing. Keep writing what's on your mind, what's on your head. Because the more you write, the more you grow. And the more experience you have, and the better it gets, literally.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Speaking on that, how do you stay motivated to continue to keep, when those discouraging moments come up, to still want to get out of bed and create?
I feel like literally it's that, getting out of bed, because it starts with that. If you don't want to get out of bed early in the morning, your day probably going to be shitty because you're sitting in bed too long. That's something I had to adapt to recently. So it's really just all how I process it, and I really have to take it slowly for everything to flow, for real, but it's better that way.
I definitely feel that.
Yeah.
Do you have any tattoos or piercings that mean anything to you specifically?
Yeah, I got 2005 self-made wrist taker. It's just really explained me. I was born in 2005. I'm self-made, and if you don't take risks, you ain't gonna make it in life. So, yeah. Pretty much.
I felt that.
Pretty much.
How do you maintain your privacy while being in like the public eye and working on like social media and stuff like that? How do you maintain or decipher what you're gonna put out there to the world and how much of them that they see of you versus what you want to keep to yourself?
Well, okay, so I've been at it probably since 13, so even little shit like pictures and videos and certain places that you don't want to be seen at, it's really just a secrecy factor. Like, you don't really want everybody to know your business for real. So it's just how you go about things, how you drop things, how you promote things. It's all a mental thing. You just have to mentally be ready for everything that comes with it. Yeah.
Speaking of mentally being ready, what do you say about the people in the comments, right, that are like the haters, the trolls? Do you have anything to say to any of them?
We love them. For me, we need them. We need somebody to hate, because that just it fuels the fire. It makes it go harder. So,
fact.
Yeah.
Is there any rumors that you want to get set straight that anybody is saying about you in the street that is not false, that gave out a false narrative that you want to clear up?
Nah, I think I'm pretty good. You feel me? Everybody know me as me. You feel me? I ain't never faked the funk with nothing, so I don't feel like I gotta clear nothing up for real, for real. I feel like that's good though.
It's a fact.
So,
yeah, for sure. Yeah. I agree. Is there something that people would be surprised to know about you that they don't know about you already?
Surprise? I don't really think so. You feel me? I may seem like a big ass aggressive nigga, but I love video games and smoke weed all the time. So you feel me? I just love music too. Really, music is really my passion. So yeah.
It's a fact, word.
Yeah.
How would you say you're gonna manage to stay grounded once the success gets to where you want it to be in life, on your Kendrick level, your Kanye level? When there's 1,000 cameras in your face like there is now, how do you stay? You plan on staying humble after all of this?
I feel like these moments right here, the before is gonna help the after every time, because I done been here before.
Do you have any upcoming projects that we can get excited about?
Yeah, actually we've been working on one all today, I don't know if you want me to drop too much of that.
Yeah,
but
could you tell us a little bit?
Listen, bro, we got some shit on the way with these heights, you know what I'm saying? Like, we done contributed our time and effort, and it's only the first episode, so just stay tuned for that. Like, we got some crazy shit on the way. And with music, I'm gonna be dropping a lot of singles this summer, trying to build my fan base back up, but just stay tuned, because everything is about to happen, for sure, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
I agree. What would you say like a typical day looks like for you? Like when you're not in the studio, we heard you speak about liking to play video games and things of that nature. So would you say that's your typical day, just chilling, smoking, hanging with the boys?
Catch some plays, you feel me? Get some money. I'm mostly in the house, honestly. Being in the house is the smartest thing you can do, because you're not always out on the streets, you feel me? Just make that phone work. You feel me? That's all.
That's a fact. What's your creative process when you make a new song? Like when you working on something new, what gets you in that mode, that zone to really produce something good?
Mostly weed. I think I write my best songs after I smoke. You feel me? Because I get flows, I get creative, But I definitely could do it sober too. It just, I have to emotionally write the song. I feel like you put your passion in everything you write. You feel me? Rapping is like poetry, for real. So, yeah. Respect. Yeah.
Do you produce your own tracks at all, or do you work with like other different producers?
Well, both, because I know how to produce, but it isn't bad working with other producers. I feel like I need that, because I don't know everything, all the ins and outs to it. But I am going to college for engineering, so that'll be perfect.
Yo, shout out to still getting that education.
For sure.
Yeah. Which other artists would you like to collaborate? Like in the future, do you have a Drake on your list that you want that feature from? Do you have a Future or G Herbo on that list that you want a feature from?
Absolutely Herbo. Probably say Kodak, just because I'm from Florida. You feel me? Everybody will fuck with that shit. But definitely G Herbo. We gotta get that in the next 5 years for sure.
That'd be
G
fire.
Herbo, yeah.
Yo, G Herbo,
Sure.
man, G Herbo's team. Y'all watch this for real, for real.
You gotta get in contact for sure.
Plug them in. What's the best advice anybody's ever given you?
Stay out of trouble.
For sure.
I mean, cause I done been in trouble. I done been in some trouble. So it's just like the best thing you can do in life is stay out of trouble, for sure.
And as I always say, when everything is complicated, I'm simple.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
I keep it simple.
Keep it simple. Yep.
Have you been out on the road? Have you performed yet anywhere? It could be like a local cafe, the schoolhouse yard, wherever.
I performed with my dad before. I performed in Florida, just with me being Hellboy. You know, people pop out to the shows, you feel me? Show support. I fuck with that.
What's your favorite thing about performing?
Oh, man. I think it's the adrenaline rush you get. Because when you on stage, it's like being in front of a camera. You kind of get nervous, but it's like, how you going to work through it? That's the adrenaline rush. So I think that's the best part. And then also seeing the crowd fuck with you, you know? Yeah.
That's a fact. What can fans expect from you in the future? As far as, like, when you build a project, can they expect you to have different styles on there? Can they expect big features on there? Could they even expect merch? Like, are you expecting to get some merch behind the music?
Yeah, absolutely. I got people's that make merch themselves, so it's like all that visuals, everything is just gonna expand and get better for me. Yeah, everything.
Where can people find your music at online when they want to look it up?
All platforms. HellBxi, you know.
That's a fact. Do you have a favorite rap song right now?
I think it's High Speed by G Herbo.
High Speed by G Herbo?
Yeah, because it's like, oh man, I remixed the song actually with somebody who kind of my aunt right now, but not really, but that song was hot when we remixed it, so it was just like off that inspiration alone, and then what he was talking about in the actual song, instant bopper, banger, for real, for real.
That's fire. Would you say you got a favorite rap album?
No. I don't really. I feel like I listen to songs individually. I mean, I'll listen to an album, but I don't really have a favorite.
Okay. Let's see. What's your favorite thing about rap music in generally that you love? Like, what made you fall in love with just hip hop?
I guess it is everything that comes with it, you know. The money, the jewelry, the shit that you want in life, you know. Literally the money, the jewelry. Fuck the females, you feel me? But the houses, everything that you need to actually survive. Because when you live in the gutter, you don't got shit. So when you actually make it, that shit means something. So yeah, it's just that, really.
Sure. Do you think social media is important for artists now? Like, or do you think niggas could still be on the block selling CDs and shit like that?
I feel like both, honestly. I'm not really on the block selling CDs, but I feel like any way you could promote yourself, do it. Do it. Get yourself out there. Absolutely.
That's fire. That's fire. What do you think about streaming services now? Like I said, versus people putting like the CDs in the stores and, you know, selling records and stuff like that. What do you think about streaming services and where it's kind of, you know, went over the past couple of years?
You know, they help artists a lot, because there's not really any ways to really get on Apple Music or to get on Spotify. Like, you have YouTube. You don't really even have SoundCloud anymore. SoundCloud you have to pay for now. So streaming platforms help a bunch, especially with extra revenue. You know, I feel like even though they're expensive, they just need to happen, because we as artists don't really have those connections.
Facts.
So.
I agree. So you're for the streaming?
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely.
What's your thoughts on like people stealing the music, man? You know, you still got people on Pirate Bay, just a bunch of different MP3 websites downloading music. Like, would you care if somebody stole your music, or would you just be, you know, grateful that niggas is listening enough or searching that hard enough to find it?
Honestly, I feel like I done been there before. It's definitely been times I had Joy and I didn't have, you know, iTunes, whatever. So as long as you listen to my music and you get the message and you fuck with it, that's why you coming back and downloading it. I could fucks with it.
I agree.
I could fucks with it.
I definitely agree. We're gonna get into a little bit of pop culture.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I just want to ask some of your opinions on the state of rap and where it's at and some of the controversial things that are going in it. So Forbes is saying that Timberland hatches an AI startup that would give music stars like Biggie life after death, aka saying that people are fucking with AI and taking their voices and being able to like recreate music with them. What do you feel about post-hummus albums? Like, you know what I mean? Like people working with just artists that aren't here with us anymore, and then give me your take on what do you think about AI as a whole and the fact that niggas can alter your voice and just put it on, you know, anything.
So, you know, I feel like music needs to get out there, especially if you don't have enough. But it comes to a certain extent, because then it's like, okay, they're actually making money off of you when you're not here. And who's getting those percentages, you know? We don't really know. And we hope it's the family, but is it really? And, AI, we've been using AI for some years, but now it's really getting advanced to the point where it's like, are we going to have a problem? You know, like, we'll need an iRobot or some shit going on, but it's like, seems like that's what they've been leading for a minute, so I don't know. It's just wherever it takes us, you know.
Okay, I felt that.
Yeah.
Felt that. So, Beyonce's back on tour again.
Yeah.
The ticket prices, not only for her, but for Drake's, was crazy this summer. And these past holidays when they touring. Could you ever see yourself making it really, really expensive for your fans to be able to access to see you live? No. Because even if they grew up in the slums, I feel like you should still allow a comfort level of even pricing for tickets, you know, and comfortability with pricing. Just to see your artistry and your work, because at the same time, they are the people who are coming to see you, regardless of if you're getting paid or not. So you want a good show, you want good prices, and I don't think I'm gonna be one of them to do too much with the pricing like that. You know, it's a fact.
Yeah.
We know. I know you pretty much know about Ja Morant.
Yeah.
Recently, he's gotten caught up again with another gun charge, man. Well, not really a gun charge, but just being caught on camera, having a gun on camera. Do you think it's important for you, even you being in the spotlight, or anybody being in the spotlight like that, to ever get caught up in those situations? Or do you think he's just being human and, you know, and you know, making mistakes like we all could?
He's absolutely human. He's absolutely human. But it's on some shit like, he has a lot of yes men around with him, and that's bad for business, you know. And if you peep in the video, the recent video, dude literally showed it, you know. Like, it's just, it's a lot of fuck shit that come with, I guess, that, you feel me? But it also makes sense too, because you're a young black man in America just trying to survive. So I really can't blame him, you feel me? But it's on some shit like, you have a bunch of yes men around because you're rich. So you have to realize that. So yeah,
that's a fact.
Yeah.
Recently, I actually posted a little short of this on my channel, but Soulja Boy claims he was talking to Ice Spice prior to her popping. Do you think Soulja Boy ever really had a chance with Ice Spice?
Absolutely.
And would you talk to Ice Spice?
Absolutely. A Soulja Boy never had a chance. I'm not gonna lie, but. If Ice Spice came to me on some crazy shit, I don't know. Yeah, it's Ice Spice, so I might pursue that.
Word, facts. I think we all would for a feature, for whatever a situation is. All right, bet. So we're coming up on what would be, I think, a little over a half an hour. Okay. We just got a couple more questions for you, and then we're gonna get you up out of here. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. So 6ix9ine resurfaced. You know, and everybody I get on my channel, I always have to ask them about whether what 6ix9ine did was gangsta or not gangsta, bro. In your honest opinion, because he was in fact facing I don't know how many years. He did supply that gang, and not only the gang, my opinion is that they should have known Danny Hernandez was not going to hold it down. So if you really real right, you're not going to put yourself in a predicament like that. You know what I mean? So could you ever see yourself putting yourself in a predicament where you're working with somebody that you know potentially could not be unloyal? That's the first question I got for you. And then what do you feel about the whole 6ix9ine situation as a whole?
Well, I can feel people's auras, you know, and if you have that ability, you're special. So just off a day of vibing with somebody, you could really just peep if they're a good person or a bad person. Me personally, I'm gonna have to hold it down because I have morals and I have shit that I live by, and it's on some shit like, if you knew you couldn't stick by those morals, why even put yourself in that predicament? You know, I don't really feel for him, you know, honestly, because it's on some shit like you really portrayed this role, a wannabe, you know, so it's like, how can I really feel for you?
Respect.
Yeah.
Respectfully. He's resurfaced. He's now making Mexican music and all of this other shit going on. Do you think this will save the ability of his career to still be in the industry making music?
I feel like for sure, because he does have that Mexican audience, and every audience is needed to survive in this music game. So if he could hold his end of the bargain, I can't. You doing your thing, bro.
Respect.
For sure.
Are you familiar with Charleston White?
Yeah.
What do you think about him just tearing up the black community, gang community, all communities? He don't care who you are. If you're not doing something that he likes, he will trash you on the internet. Could you see yourself ever even wanting to be in the same room with Charleston White, or are you just X-naying him out?
I feel like it's just certain people you just don't indulge with and don't even get into it with, because it's not worth it. Like, even for the exposure and the clout, like, it's just not worth it. Like, why even waste my time on you? So I really don't.
Completely agree.
Yeah.
What do you think about the YSL situation? I mean, Thug, we could say that we would want some type of, definitely free Thug. Free Thug for sure. We all could be in that position, or, you know, you as a rapper could definitely be in that position where you got a team and you're being accused of running an organization because you have a lot of people in your group. What would you say that you'd be dealing with, you know, in that predicament if you were in Thug's place?
Well, I feel like all this is history right now. What we're going through right now is history. So if it does come down to it, all of this should be studied to the maximum extent. Just studying and just knowing how not to go at shit. You know, how not to really fuck up your whole life for bullshit. You know, how to keep the feds off you. How to, you know, just maintain a good person and a good aura, and just, you know, yeah.
You think Thug's innocent?
Yeah, free Thug, man.
Free Thug, for sure.
Thug, free YSL, bro.
For sure.
Yeah.
Now, I know you heard about they recently found Pop Smoke's killers. A lot of them were juveniles, a couple of them were over 18. They only gave them 4 years, at least for the younger ones. Do you think 4 years is enough for killing somebody that was killing anybody, but killing somebody that was definitely a public icon and that was, feeding a lot of people around them, so to speak?
I feel like shit like that happens, shit that really don't add up, it be a setup. It really be a setup. And, you know, but even if they juveniles, you know, they young and dumb, you know, but I'm not that young and dumb. You feel me? So I don't really know how to stoop to that level and even think like them, because I'm not, you know. So it's on some shit like, I don't know, bro. Just protect the artists. Protect the artists. Do what you can to protect the artists.
I agree.
Yeah.
And then I got one more question for you in regards to like where the culture is right now. Yeezy, man, Kanye's back with Adidas.
Yeah.
You feel me? Do you think that they ever should have banned him for some of the comments that he made? Because they still was trying to sell his stuff afterwards. So you know what I mean? Like, what's the deal with that?
They absolutely need that man. He's come too far with Adidas to even think that they can't live without them. Live without him. Like, they can't live without him. They lost billions of dollars just thinking that they even could. So
Yeah.
Kanye is really on a, I don't know, you can't stop Kanye for real. So I don't know, it's very interesting though. Just seeing everything in pop culture is interesting.
Yeah, now they let him back too.
Yeah.
So he's now back to sell the rest of the stock of Adidas. I think it's very important to just let a black man own his shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what
Absolutely.
I mean? Never try to let a black man shut him out.
Yeah.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah.
So my ending questions for you, being that we're at the top of the hour, is there any message that you want to give to your fans? And could you tell us again where to reach your socials and what we have to expect coming forward?
So boom, Instagram, Twitter, official Hellboy with a 0. To my fans, I appreciate all of you for the support through all of the years, and shit's really finna go up, you know, with different projects I'm in. So just stay tuned, you know. It's only gonna get better from now. Just stay tuned, literally.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact, man.
Yeah.
We appreciate you coming on the show, bro. It's been a long time coming. We know you had a long day, man.
Yeah, bro.
Hopefully in our next interview, because we're going to have you back here again, you can give us a little more insight about the project that you're working on.
Yeah.
But again, is there any socials or ats that you can shout out to where people can reach you, just see pictures, music, whatever? Is there any socials that you want to give us?
We on YouTube, HellBxi, official Hellboy on all platforms, all social media platforms with a 0, official Hellboy. So yeah.
That's a bet.
Yeah.
We appreciate you coming on back on Grove Street Podcast,
for sure.
Hellboy, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, share, subscribe, and comment down below. Definitely go to his socials for sure, for sure. New music coming, new visuals coming from him. And we appreciate y'all, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. And we out this bitch.
For sure.
Squad!
Sometimes I just get lost up in my thoughts and take control of me. When they see my face, it's like the reaper took a hold of me. Short time, nigga, gotta hit a flat line. Shoes 23, so I go stomping when I damn slide. Take your bitch to Pluto, tell her bring a new hoe. I'm thinking what I'm thinking, I'm just trying to see what you know. Started licking on the LV, she a damn freak. They was talking out they necks, so when I catch them, can't speak. Bullets, fire 'em up, throw 'em in a truck. I got niggas state to state, ready to bad some up. Throw some cash on your head, take a job for the buck. Smoking Zaza out this wood, I'm addicted to the runs.